Good day all and welcome to Obidati Family TV. The program now Hope Alive. Yes. Hope Day. On a good weekend though, I hope so on I enjoy on a day and all the things we say the follow weekend come. Today I come studio and not only me day studio with our own UC Max so we say day for Zoom. He get something where we say he pursue us enter studio again where we won't let on know. Would they hear say this FBI files will be say they won't release next month will be October 2,500 copies. We hear say that particular matter where the report where they won't release. We hear say they won't appeal that one. We hear say na emergency motion again won't waka enter. But we trust say Nigeria know the work or US know they work like Nigeria where we say they go just maneuver, enter, do anything as they like. But we believe say it no go work. But we go talk about them. Then we get other things where we say we want talk for this hour concerning waiting presidency don't talk for their own. Whether na a jury be waiting then they call and that one will be say they lie too much from presidency. It don't come out talk say na Tinubu be the first African leader will be say na ring bell for New York waiting then they call am that Nasdaq bell for New York. Well, na fact check we won't do whether waiting then talk na true because like they come out for these people mouth no be small. Waiting in the talk always when you check waiting in talk. I go tell you say 80-90% of waiting they come out from that man mouth na lie. So we don't do fact check and go bring this time around make we know say whether na lie then don't lie again say Tinubu na be the first African leader will be say he go ring that very closing bell for Nasdaq. We get another one will be say they come out from the matter for CSU for that threat to life where Tinubu they allege say irreparable damage go happen to them. All those ones we go talk plus more. Now we go talk for this hour. So not be only me go talk all this thing. I get our own UC Maxwell will be say he did for Zoom. But before I go enter, make Maxwell greet everybody, I want bring that very issue of waiting then they call them this threat to life where Bola Tinubu allege. I won't bring it because some of our well-meaning Nigerians then they misunderstand the threats where Bola Tinubu they allege. I won't bring them in simpler terms where we say we go understand. Tinubu's appeal to court in the US that releasing his academic records will cause him serious and irreparable harm is tantamount to a vote of no confidence on himself to be a public servant, not talk of being the president. From the moment of that statement, every single additional day in office as president potentially heightens the threat to Nigeria's national security. The regional security of ECOWAS and constitute further setback on Africa's advancement in political governance and continental independence. The only plausible reason for believing that the release of his own claimed excellent academic records will cause him serious harm that cannot be repaired is that the records have in them a poison, which according to him can only harm him but no other person on earth, which he has always known about. Questions of grave legal and moral responsibility to consider will be, why would a man use a poisonous academic credentials to climb to the ladder of career and political growth in deliberate deception of his employers and over 200 million Nigerians? Why would this same man most comfortably and proudly present this poisonous academic record to people as one that he earned with honors from the university? Isn't it a more terrible poisoning to deploy knowledge and skill acquired from poisonous academic credentials as a proof of capability to lead 200 million people in Nigeria. Clearly, no better result for the global advancement of human progress, particularly in African and specifically in Nigeria and the legal proceedings, would be immediately take steps to reveal and expose these poisonous academic records and put to an end their further use to deceive millions of people all over the world. Talking about the irreparable harm on one man, a simple response will be, when a president passes a vote of no confidence on himself, the next honorable step should not be a confusing decision. Seats of honor are for people of honor. That is where I go stop for now. Make we come back to this thing. So this very poisonous thing wey be say e dey worry Bola Tinubu, where no kind of repair fit mend the damage wey e go do for am. No be only us dey talk am, because when we dey talk am, e go be like say na only us, and because we comot from Obidati Family TV, or because of say na exclusive TV for Peter Obi and the obedience worldwide. Make we take small dive for wetin dey happen for mainstream media, e dey there. But first, before I even show una as e dey happen, how dem take talk am, make we go do the fact check first, whether wetin dey comot from the presidency say na Tinubu the first African leader wey ring that bell. Make una come see plenty results wey comot when we do the fact check. Plenty African leaders don ring that bell. No be only to ring am, even musicians, even different people from Niger don ring that bell. Make we go. Let's take a listen from Arise TV. Make as they take analyze am, make una hear. We go come back. Then our own Maxwell go join us for this discussion.
Been mixed reactions trailing the statement released by the presidency after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu rang the closing bell of the Nasdaq stock market on Wednesday. Renowned for its large selection of technology stocks, the Nasdaq stock market is ranked second globally on the list of stock exchanges by market capitalization of shares traded, behind the New York Stock Exchange. Well, Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelali, in a statement on Thursday, said the Nasdaq invitation was in honor of Tinubu's determined global push to aggressively attract foreign direct investment into Nigeria, and that Tinubu was the first African president to ever receive the honor. Well, the presidency has come under fire as another African leader, former Tanzanian President Jakaya Kikwete, rang the Nasdaq closing bell 12 years ago on September 21st, 2011. Also coming closer home, celebrated pharmacist Professor Issa Odidi rang the Nasdaq opening bell in October 2010. Well, former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan rang the New York Stock Exchange, which is ranked first globally on the list of stock exchanges in September 2013. While DJ Copy, the famous daughter of Nigerian billionaire Femi Otedola, also rang the New York Stock Exchange opening bell in September 2019. What can I say? The presidency, we have to find a way to do some research before, putting out these statements online.
You see, we should stop embarrassing ourselves. This is bad. How can somebody go and write such a thing without even fact-checking? Chaka quickly rang the thing in NASDAQ. And you see the way everybody is tooting the own. This is something DJ Copy has even rang. Even a higher stock market and all of that. What is that? Just like we did with the Dubai something. Yeah. That CNN has now come out to say that the Dubai authority didn't say anything around that. And they say with immediate effect. Till today, they've not refuted CNN. Sorry. What is happening? What's happening?
What's all this?
What's all this?
I think it's quite unfortunate that misrepresentation of facts is now blighting what should have been a glory
lies and
moment.
propaganda.
Yes. What should have been a glory moment for the president. You know, ringing the NASDAQ bell for many CEOs, leaders, an opportunity for immense brand exposure. And for the president in his first, a little over 100 days in office, it's a statement for him to also ring that bell. That statement ought to have just ended there. We're proud to, the fact that the president was invited by NASDAQ to ring the closing bell, and that's a win for him in many instances. So I think, like you mentioned, the task of a presidential spokesperson is an arduous one indeed. And before statements are put out there are so many platforms that you can use to fact check that everybody will check your statement.
Yes.
But congratulations anyway to the president and to Nigeria.
Fact check, Google, the oracle, that's what you call it.
Anyway, much ado about the ringing of bells.
Yeah, I know.
But the main concern, of course, is that, okay, Ajuri Ngelale got it wrong there. As who was saying that Simon Lalong, saying the government is just trying to settle down. Allow the government to settle down.
Oh, should allow them, okay.
So, because I see...
So it's not just that Ajuri got it wrong. It is what he is used to, telling lies. Anybody can do this fact checking and find out that what he has been saying in the past 3 months now are all lies. Okay, make una remember say in talk say Tinubu meet with Biden and then talk how they go cooperate and how they go bring economic activity for Nigeria. Say then discuss plenty things where concern people will go come invest for Nigeria. But lo and behold, make una see say Biden don't meet with this thing, but then come give another warning to all US citizens. Say make them no visit Nigeria. So if not true, in the talk say then they bring investors from US to come invest for Nigeria. How United States government go begin to tell their citizens, not be the investors, be the citizens, make I understand. So it is not just about this Ajuri's lies. It's about how they formulate the kind of lies that they tell over 200 million Nigerians. Well, before we enter into the next one, make I reach out to our own Maxwell wey be say e dey for Zoom, make e join matter for this lie wey just dey go on for this presidency. And nobody seem to even talk myself. Nobody they do anything about the kind lies wey be say dem dey tell Nigerians. Yet dem go talk say na social media na im dey carry fake news. Maxwell, abeg help me join this talk. How you take feel?
Well, good evening to you, Mr. Kanu. Good evening, everybody with the first studio and everyone in Nigeria and with the hear my voice out there. It seems to say, I think Ajuri Ngelale is on a very serious business to outdo himself. In they try so much to make sure say in cover up, say in meet. And when I say in cover up and to meet up, we say, I don't know whether you remember the former Minister of Information and Communication, will be Lai Mohammed.
Lai
Mohammed created, he carved a niche of malinformation, misinformation, disinformation, any kind of, you know, word you want to use to qualify it. Lai Mohammed tricked Nigerians with the Buhari's government, and all of them still they under the same APC, an organization, a political party that is only built on lies. Now, this same lie, Nine Lai Mohammed take help APC take build propaganda against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. For instance, 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2015, before the elections, where EBC they take come out Ebele Jonathan from, you know, from seat. So it is actually a deliberate attempt to confuse the people and to give Tinubu legitimacy, which he does not have. Till today, many Nigerians no recognize him as legitimate president. People outside the country no recognize him as legitimate president. See, make I tell you now, some of the things when they see saying they go shake hand with some of these people and all of those things. Yes, they feel shake hand, but the question is, what is the perception they have about the country Nigeria? Because all these people, they feel just be interested on waiting them they go gain as their own country, but not be waiting we will go gain. With a president like Tinubu, it is only possible for them to continue to lie. Because even the same person where he say they give power Tinubu, it's everything about his academic background, his birth, his family, they are all lies. There is nothing that has been confirmed till today. So for Ajuri Ngalale, he was overwhelmed in the business of trying to create a false narrative that Tinubu is now accepted, and then he carried that kind of information. Within the space of how many weeks now, he don't give us 2 lies. Not be only this one. You don't forget when this same Ajuri Ngalale can't tell us say UAE, Saudi Arabia say they, Dubai say they don't lift the ban on travelers and the rest from Nigeria to Dubai. You know, if we reach how many hours, we find that say, oh, not lie. So these are the things. They are only interested in, you know, misinforming the general public and trying to create some kind of, you know, legitimacy that does not, you know, exist. And it's very, very unfortunate. As for Tinubu, I need them to know, say, no matter the person when they pay, you know, say Ajuri Ngalale just be like the baby of Lai Mohammed. He's seriously trying and making attempts to see, say, he meet up to the kind lies will Lai Mohammed tell Nigerians. And you can see it. And because of how we don't open eyes, you know, say now, media no only day for the hand of Channels TV, you know, only day for the hands of AIT, you know, day for hands of, you know, Arise and all these people. Even before these people break news, people don't break them for social media, and we don't get the legitimate information. Before they even talk, finish, come up for the event where they talk them. Nigerians, where many Nigerians obedient don't go do research, can't find out the truth about the issues. So that is the thing. Make them just continue to do what they want to do. But as for we are concentrated in, you know, reclaiming our mandates. And I give Arise thumbs up because of say they take time, analyze that matter. And you know, every media house, even they, you know, concerned about this thing, because now all of them are serious propaganda, serious lies. Now they spread everywhere just to maybe say they sell Tinubu to the general public.
Okay, thank you very much. There is also sources that are saying that Tinubu has dispatched a team of lawyers to the United States to team up with American lawyers to file an appeal to stop the Federal Bureau of Investigation, that's FBI, from releasing his over 2,500 page those criminal records. You know, the FBI had promised to release that for over 2,500 page report in October, which is next month. But we hear say they won't go begin they do the same emergency motion where they do for CSU. Waiting you get to talk about that one before the thing by tomorrow. Now we hear say another emergency motion day say FBI fit stop. For me, I dey think say FBI they work independently from the presidency for US. So whatever thing will be say if they go on for that very side, they must do waiting court ask them to do. Waiting you think?
You see, all these people just they deceive themselves. Now the truth be that they just they deceive themselves. The thing is, we need to understand the background to that particular case for United States of America and the FBI. You know, so now FBI and I come out by themselves. All these intelligence organizations for US and I come out by themselves. Can't talk say they won't release these documents. wetin happen? Now the question we're supposed to ask. Now, they've been done file a particular, they've been done ask FBI, CIA, and all these organizations about criminal records. And I go give credit to David Udein. This one, one of the works where David Udein put hand, they do. Say, made them release the criminal records of Bola Tinubu. And this particular letter we then send out so that they will release the criminal record of Tinubu, they hinge them, they place them on top the provisions of the Freedom of Information Act for America. You get one law where they call Freedom of Information Act, where it be say, by that act, some particular records where they for public entities, you feel request for them, may they release them, and you get every right to request, and the company, the public organization supposed to release them for you. So when they request for this thing, they begin the delay to release them. They can't go courts, can't institute action. Make it be say, on the basis of that Freedom of Information law, make FBI release them. So the question now be say, waiting concern this case with the for court? Absolutely nothing. He go sweet me say he won't pay lawyers money, made them go court for them, because say lawyers must see food made them chop, and he go good say make all these people collecting money from in hand. Because what is before the court is not a personal affair, no be personal academic record, no be birth certificate and all of that. We are talking about criminal records that are within the prerogative, within the what's it called? Within the holds of these intelligence organizations. So as far as these intelligence organizations have decided to release, or if an individual asks for these records on the basis of the Freedom of Information Act, they have to release it. So that what Tinubu they go do is a waste of time. He cannot make the court not to tell them to release, because it is based on the provisions of the law. So now just so it be, now just wasted efforts be that one way they try good.
I get one of this thing when I read from Dr. Elmo. He said the Holy Quran has 3 billion copies sold. He said it contains 604 pages. Then he said the Holy Bible has 5 billion copies sold, contains 1,200 pages. Then he now said Bola Tinubu criminal dossier with the US at FBI, which will be released to the public next month, October, contains 2,500 pages. What manner of criminal is Bola Ahmed Tinubu? But he no put another name where he's supposed to put there, which would be Adekunle. He said he is now fighting the battle of his life. He is spending billions engaging lobbying groups to help him stop the FBI from releasing his criminal file, just as he's blackmailing judges in Chicago, Illinois, USA. Now, make you not be say na only us they talk about this again. Why are they always refer to the mainstream media? Make them for no talk say fake news they come out. Let's take a listen again before we come back to wetin arise and how they take analyze this same information about Tinubu's motion. Let's take a listen.
How? This is a public figure, a president of a country. If you're a private citizen, nobody has got qualms with that. But you're the president of a country. You went to the people, you said, vote for me. You got voted in. And now there are cases as regards your documents in school. What's the big deal in releasing it to the people? How does it cause a harm or irreparable harm? That's a conundrum I don't understand. But the case has been on for quite a while. And I think the appeal will go out there, I think Monday or thereabout. You're going to have more hearings and more submissions as regards the case. But the truth has to be said, once somebody becomes a public figure, most importantly, holding a public position, definitely you should be open to public scrutiny. And releasing your university records for the sake of, authenticating things should not be a big deal, in my own estimation. And that's why the line of irreparable harm is something I don't understand. The school has claimed he went there. So why can't they release the document? Or why doesn't he want them to release the document? To authenticate the claim of the school. Pure and simple. The school, still reporting through the CBS channel, claimed he attended the school in the late 70s. So what's the qualm about releasing? So how will releasing the document of a school that was attended cause irreparable harm? That's a big question. I don't understand.
Well, I thought Justice Maldonado said severe harm, not that, it could cause irreparable harm. But okay, it's a question of semantics. But two things. Yes, I share the view that anybody that is in the public space should be available to public scrutiny. Because when you hold a position on behalf of the people, there will be questions about transparency and accountability, and even about, your own personal integrity. And the principle here is volatile non-fit injuria. If you don't like heat, don't go near the kitchen. But here, we're not dealing with that morality. We're dealing with two sides of it. The first side of it is that Atiku Abubakar and the PDP, they're saying that there were discrepancies in the academic records of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And what Atiku is trying to establish, his lawyers say they just want clarification, because their claim is that he presented forged certificates, and that these could have material implications for their own case in the Nigerian presidential election petition.
Talking about forged certificate, Maxwell, you go just add this one and that one together. The thing will be say come out from Enugu. The thing still they pay me. The reason why that very particular judgment they pay me be say, no, we don't need to begin to go for Chicago, Illinois for this one. This one, the people will be say then get the certificate, then come out for national TV, talk say the certificate where the Peter Mba will be governor for there now, the carry saying a fake, saying a forged certificate. Then again, when they hold out their trial that time for tribunal, they even send somebody from the same NYSC. We see say you get tweet where we say you put for inside. I won't make you for explanate give, because even the Black Law Dictionary you define them every of these things there. You said, though people like this makes injustice to strive, but I know you are talking about somebody who the response is coming from. They said must original be provided to prove forgery, and you said forgery according to Black Law Dictionary means two or more things. One, making a false document. Two, altering a real one to be used as if genuine. And you went ahead to show what we are showing in this screen here, which is the content from Black Law Dictionary. So please do explain, give us whether this thing now, some people they misunderstand the judgment where they come off from that place. And also I won't join the person where they talk say judges where they handle all these tribunal cases, it be like saying a cash out, then they do. Then go just go collect money and their time to do their business, then they go through one, go give people for appeal or something like that. How we go there here, we talk about Chicago on where they very far away. But the one where we say some people will get the certificate don't come out, say the one where they with INEC say it they fake. Anyway, make use your mouth, how you take show all these documents where they show for screen. Make you take your mouth, explain it, give our people, make them hear them.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, sometimes when judgments come out like this, they could say, "May we read them, understand waiting the judge, or first of all, understand waiting the lawyers go argue for court, then understand waiting the judge interpret, say na him be in judgment." When you look at the Peter Mba's case and you look at the judgment, you find out that that judgment is simply a misdirection by the courts, a misapplication of the provisions of the law. When from what you bring here, where you see say I don't tweet, and the facts of the case, it shows say indeed say Peter Mba been forged certificate and say he tender the certificate to INEC, because these things were shown in court. These things are factual. So the question now we go follow be say wetin be the provision of the law. When you look the provisions of section 182 subsection 1 paragraph J, that place talk say person no go be governor of a state if at any time he don't present forged certificate to INEC. So now the question be that, and when you look at that provision, there is no place where the provision talk the type of forged certificate will be. It just talks say forged certificate. It means say any certificate where you present to INEC, it must be original, it must be legitimate, it must be valid. So within the court can they talk for this judgment, and the person why they respond to we no understand the case at all. The court they talk say yes, say Peter Mba attaching NYC certificate, and say yes, this certificate it be like say the forger. But say because of say for inform EC9, he no right, he no fill NYC for there, and say he no present that certificate to help him become governor, say they no fit disqualify him. This type of thing it no sound well for ear. Law don already talk say if you present forged certificate, say wetin, say make you pursue the person comot, say you no go be governor. Then court come back on the talk say he present forged certificate though, but because of say this forged certificate no be minimum requirement, e no dey proper move pursue am. So these are the discrepancies. Another thing be say when the court dey hold judgment, the court been talk say if you prove forgery, say na two things they take proof forgery. Say number one be say you go bring the original of the documents where they take create the forgery, and number two be say you go bring the main documents where you be say they forge. So well, this particular thing where the court talk, it dey correct for one side, but they correct for Peter Mba case, because it dey very necessary say make we dey differentiate all these things. Now for instance, Mr. Kanu, make I give you example. If they give you certificates now, if Labour Party give you certificate, I can't collect that certificate wey dem give you, I can't clean your name on top, write my name on top. You know say na the original wey dem give you, now I collect, clean your name, write my name. So if you go court now, you won't prove say I forge am, do you need to tender an original? The question is no, because the original has been mutilated, the original has been forged to now become the forged document. And in an instance where it be say a document that was never issued and was created, you cannot get an original to it. If NYSC never made any certificate with Peter Mba's name, Peter Mba come by himself go make certificate with his name, you no fit see any original for NYSC custody wey go carry Peter Mba name, because NYSC no issue that certificate. So this particular view of the court, and when you look at the provisions of the law, when you look at the Black's Law definition of forgery, when you look at previous cases where they say these same courts don't hold, they don't analyze severally say forgery can be in two ways. Number one be say you fit alter an original document, and number two be say you fit create a fresh document from an original. So the court was not careful enough, whether they were not careful enough or this was a deliberate misinterpretation of the law. They no really consider say NYSC don't come and come talk say we no issue this certificate. One of the things that is needed to prove that a certificate is forged is that the issuing agency or the issuing person or the issuing authority will come and testify that they did not issue. If the issuing authority can testify that they did not issue, it suffices. Remember, say this same Director General of NYSC been don't go for interview, I don't know whether for Arise TV or for Channels TV where they do that interview, and they ask him. It tells you this certificate wey Peter Mba dey carry, We no be we give am. We no get any Peter and Bar where we don't give that kind certificate for our record. So how the court will look all this overwhelming evidence can still come to this kind of conclusion? The judiciary is making a serious effort to make sure that it relegates itself to the dustbin in Nigeria. And if they no come back to wetin they supposed be, wey be say na im be the last hope of the common man, the last hope go return to the people. For now, they say the last hope na the judiciary, but the last hope now go return to the people. And if that last hope, if you don't realize say na you be the last hope of yourself, this country fit turn upside down. So it is unfortunate say we dey see this kind of judgment. Even the same thing na happen for the Kanu state judgment. Kanu state judgment, they carry ballot papers where INEC no stamp, where INEC no sign. Wetin be the evidence? How we take dey sure say na INEC give them those particular ones? How we take dey sure say even if na INEC give them, say na from the people wey vote, na they carry those ballot papers give them? And another provision of the law don already talk say, I think section 62 subsection 3 of the Electoral Act don already talk say, even if these things no dey signed or you no get the correct imprint, if INEC don come out talk say na we use them, it dey okay. So the court has refused to apply the laws how the laws are, and they are trying to create anarchy in the system. Thank you.
Okay, as we just dey talk myself about this Kanu, I don't know why the Kanu tribunal verdict cannot look at wetin dey happen there. If you dey watch the screen now for Obidati Family TV, you go see massive protest wey be say they go on. Dem call am Resistance 2023. That is now this one na movement. And they talk, when they talk, mostly the interpretation are for Hausa, and to get the interpretation where people go fit understand. That is to put them for English, and I go no waiting they happen for Kanu now. You know, say our brothers will be Hausa, especially the people where they for Kanu, and they take all those kind of nonsense. That's why those judges can't do this thing by Zoom. If they say they no come out from that Kanu, now God go help them. But anyway, no be say good to take law into somebody's arm, but sometimes you get how things they be. But vexation, people they vex for streets, for homes, for families, people they vex for waiting they happen. How our judiciary don't turn to lawmakers, begin they change our laws in exchange for money. What do you call corruption? But anyway, why would they talk? Make it not be saying na all just they talk for studio. You get somebody will be say verse enter in body, he talk am. And na NMPP side no be saying na obedient TB. Let's take a listen to that.
Assalamu alaikum, barkanmu da warhaka. I want to let the people know of Kano State that this is injustice. NNPP want Taraba State. The mandate was stolen, and our party leaders keep quiet over that matter up till date. We want Kano with large margin, 138,000. Is it a small vote? And now they say one stupid and useless judge came and want to nullify our mandate, and we are still sitting. That's rubbish. Who is that judge that they cannot deal with? Who is that judge? It is unfortunate a country we live. It is high time the youth stand up and speak for themselves. How many times will you die? You only die once. If you know that you won election, if you know that your mandate is being stolen, stand up and fight. If you know that you are not being treated right by your government, stand up and fight. This is the time we should stand up. How many will they kill? How many will they kill? How many? Highest, you die because you are fighting jihad. When somebody tries to steal something from you and you fight for it, it's jihad. It's jihad. The youth of Nigeria, we are useless. The way Buhari told us, if you cannot stand up for your mandate and one stupid few people are fighting you, collecting, choking you on the neck, and you can't speak, you are useless. That is why Buhari can call us useless. What rubbish! In this country, we will all die. They will bury us in this country. Nobody can take the country away from you. As far as you are going to die, they must bury you here. Your body must remain here. If you did not live in this country, enjoy this country while you are living, you will enjoy it while you are dead. Then why are you afraid? What is the differences between a dead man and a living man in Nigeria? When you cannot fight for your rights, when you cannot be employed, when you can graduate and you will live without job opportunities. Are you not a dead man? When you can't feed yourself, are you not a dead man? Imagine presidential election, we all know that it's a manipulated result. And they brought the president and none of us can stand up for the right and fight for justice. Some few criminals who call themselves judges went and sat in the tribunal to make judge. Who are they? Can they judge more than God? Won't they die? We will all die. Then don't be afraid of death. It is high time. It's choking. It's choking me.
My well-meaning obedience and well-meaning Nigerians worldwide on I don't hear vexation full everywhere. Waiting they happen for this country there. We know say no be say to fight na be the thing. We know they encourage fight, but they don't push us so far for this country to the extent that we need to start talking, and not just talking, but we need to start acting. Now, we are not inciting any violence. We are not asking anybody to go against the government. But what we are saying is that the time is now for us to take action. And I think the Northerners, like this young man speaking here, who is not probably an obedient, because he started with his video that NMPP. So, I need us to look inward. And the people who are listening, the judges who are making this our country ungovernable, the judges that are bringing these things to force it down the throat of millions of Nigerians, please desist. I know say our time don't they give us signal, but our UC Maxwell, you hear how the kind para where this young man they para and waiting they happen for Kanu and co as you take talk. Waiting you fit join with waiting in talk before we begin the carry our kaya come off for studio. Maxwell, you did there, so?
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The thing we did there, say, it good say we get people from different parts of the country where they don't see the injustice. If you remember, they usually talk several times, even for this, our TV show and for different platforms where they always speak. And they always talk and say, injustice, say it be like rain. You see, if you fall for my zinc today, it no mean say you no go fall for your zinc tomorrow. When would they shout, say injustice they happen for court, say they happen for presidential election petition tribunal? Because NMPP, their people no go court. They no talk anything. All of them keep quiet. Will be the fighting thing. They complain of injustice for court and everything. Each and every one of them kept quiet. So that rain, so now you don't fall for their own. It still first go follow for Enugu State. It fall for different places. And say they don't fix date for Abia State tribunal verdict. So this injustice, so now you don't fall reach Kanu State. Now NMPP people can realize, say they fit speak up, say injustice they happen. So like I talk, it good say everybody done the speak up from different angle. So may we now dey serious, come to a round table, discuss how we wan take fight this injustice. I dey always talk am. You say you no dey encourage anybody to do wetin with government and all of that. Any government wey no dey responsible dey invite people by themselves so that people go revote. Because any government wey dey irresponsible, wey no dey cater for im people, wey no dey give their people justice, wey no dey allow the voices of their people make im dey heard, e dey invite problem, e dey invite rebels. So na the koko be that, except we come back to the round table as a people, as youths, they dey shout youth, but this one don comot for youth hand o. Na everybody matter be this. Both pikin o wey still dey secondary, be young person wey still dey secondary school o, both the one wey don graduate o, both the one wey dey work o, both the one wey dey marry o, both the one wey don reach 50 years or 60 years or 70 years. Make everybody come out, make we collect this country back from this criminal organization. So na just the thing wey we need to do with that. Thank you.
Okay. Finally, Maxwell, we hear say when they carry go this UN meeting where they go there, bring major people, make them come do investment for Nigeria. But we can't get report now say Biden, make we say United States government don't want all their citizens say make they no come visit Nigeria. So if then go do discussion according to what them talk, say make them bring investors from US come enter Niger. How US government go begin they want their citizens say make they no visit Niger? How you take think am very quickly as our time don't they go?
Yeah, this one just the point only to one direction now. Now still the lie why I tell you say these people they tell us. They go just come, go sit down for their inside house, discuss the kind of lie where they go tell Nigerians next. They go publish them. So this one don't they show you say na lie. Very simple and short. Say you no get the kind of lie where they won't tell us where you no go come out to the open. How you they go bring investors and the people who you say na them be investors, they tell their people make them no come your country. So now just the lie where they try spread. And remember, say all these foreign countries, they put themselves first. So now waiting go favor them, now they go put for front, not be waiting go favor you. So make the Tinubu government just continue to deceive himself. You know, say waiting they pay me for all of these things, be say, how they say we still they do like normal people. We be say dollar now they exchange for about 1,000 naira. Say dollar just about 120 days ago. Now May 29, they swear this man in. Just about some 120 days where they swear him in. When before they swear him in, petrol been day 160 naira or so. How much a day now? Petrol day 620 naira. Just within the period of 120 days. Dollar we been day about, was it 300 and something naira or so? Dollar don't day 1,000 naira. Are we joking here? So make them continue to lie, and the more they continue they lie, the more we go continue they reveal all their lies. So now the matter be that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, UC Maxwell, for sharing your time and your thought and analyzing all the things where we carry come. Make your weekend day very well. Make you no suffer waste pain at all. So my people, and well meaning obedience, wherever on a day, I know say on a time zone day difference. So that's why sometimes they say good morning, afternoon, and evening. Our time don't give us signal, make we carry kaya come off for studio. And as now only midday, I go say make una for like and share this video, make people know the lie where they come out from the presidency. Make una they share this very video, make other people know say na lie na then they talk for the head of over 200 million Nigerians. Make people also know say this emergency motion will be said they don't put for US now tomorrow. I mean next tomorrow will be Monday. 9 then go talk them for court and we go bring them as they take the happen there as we usually they do. And again, this is their latest move to go stop the one of FBI files. That one, we go dey watch am closely to know where e dey comot from. Make we know the people wey be say they wan stop that document make e no comot. Make una remember say wetin I don talk before wey comot, wey somebody analyze, say 2,500 pages. Dem talk say e pass Quran for quantity. That is as in pages. Dem talk say e pass Bible. For our Muslim people, man, I know verse na Holy Quran and Holy Bible. But make una just take am as we dey speak am for our language. So with that very one, I thank una. Make una for like and share, make other people know how these things dey go. Tomorrow, I go come back again. If the new things come out, I go tell una how the thing dey take dey go. We remain obedient. As we dey always talk, we go dey here and we go all march for that new Nigeria wey Peter Obi tell us say e dey possible. Una bye bye for now. Happy.